Hey everyone, thanks a lot for joining me for this video. This is all about cheap and easy makeup products, and I mean that in the most positive way possible. I'm talking about makeup that you can get at the drugstore that is not going to cost you a fortune, and it's also very easy to use. And by that I mean, like, you know, application is fairly easy. It's easy to blend. It doesn't take a lot of like painstaking process to make it work for you. You know what I mean? So I feel like sometimes, you know, makeup is fun, and when you have the time to play around with it, you know, you can really experiment with a lot of different things. But I know there are a lot of people that are out there looking for convenience and looking for something that is very cost-effective as well. So hopefully I give you some solutions here. I got about 11 different products I'm going to talk about, so I better get started. First off, with face makeup, one foundation that I think is one of my favorites from the drugstore. I think it does work for most skin types. I mean, I feel like I've heard from people with drier skin that like to use this foundation. My mom, who is in her 60s, enjoys this foundation, and also, you know, me, who has more like combination skin. This works well for me also, and I feel like it is super easy to blend, whether it's with your fingers or if you like to use a brush. This is really great, and it's the Rimmel Lasting Finish Foundation. I've talked about this for a while, and I feel like that should kind of say something, the fact that this product is not new to me. It's something I've been using and kind of in my foundation rotation for a long time. It used to be a 16-hour formula, and now it is a 25-hour formula, but to tell you the truth, I haven't noticed a difference in the ingredients. The ingredient listing is pretty much identical, so I kind of don't like that they did that, because it's like, okay, I don't feel like you changed this up at all. You just slapped a 25 on it. Maybe they just realized it works for 25 hours, not 16, but they wanted to top all those 24-hour foundations, I guess. But regardless of the claims, I feel like this is a truly long-wearing foundation, but for the point of this video, it's also very easy to wear, super easy to blend, and like, I mean, you can put it on with your fingers very easily and not have any issues. So it's nice because while it is a long-wearing foundation, it doesn't get dry too quickly. That's the one complaint I might have about like the Revlon Color Stay. Love that foundation, but it can get a little bit dry as you're trying to put it on, and if you're the type that likes to kind of dot it all over your face and then start at point A and end it all the way over here, you know, it may be a little too dry for you to do that. So this works really well, and I think it's good even if you're beginning with foundation. Next up, a concealer that I think is very easy to use. I'm talking about the Dream Mousse Concealer from Maybelline. I love this. I use this daily pretty much on my under eye area. You guys know me, I work a very, very early morning shift. I'm waking up at 1:30 a.m. to get ready for my day, and I don't always get all the sleep I need, so I do need a very good concealer for under eye, and I feel like this works really well. I feel like this is more pigmented and a little more creamy than like the Dream Mousse foundation, and the reason why I think it's so easy to apply is A, it's another product you can just use with your fingers. You know, you don't need a fancy tool for it, and also it doesn't take a lot of building up to get the coverage you want. Like, I get a little bit on my finger, I tap it in, I kind of use that patting motion to get it around my eye, and then I'm good. I don't feel like I need to keep going back again and again to build up coverage. So easy, quick, and definitely cheap. It's from the drugstore. Next up, another Maybelline product. I've been getting questions more and more about people wanting a powder foundation, something in a compact, not like necessarily a loose mineral foundation, which can be, you know, really great, but at the same time tough to travel with and a little less convenient to toss in your purse. But, you know, people wanting a powder with a little more coverage. First off, I would also say, in addition to what I'm going to mention here, the L'Oreal True Match press powders have a nice amount of coverage, not quite as much as this, which is the Maybelline Pure Stay Powder Foundation. This has an SPF 15 in it, so that's great because sometimes people rely on their foundation to contain their sunscreen, so this has that. I've used mine quite a bit actually, and I'm surprised I haven't thought to necessarily mention this a whole lot in my videos, but it works really well. It has nice matte coverage, and it just, I mean, it does help to control shine, and if you're looking for something, I think powder foundations like this are extremely easy to use. If you just want to apply a little concealer, skip liquid foundation and just go for this, I mean, you can do that. So by nature, powder foundations are simple to use, but this one gives you good coverage that you don't have to work a lot to achieve. Another face product that I think is very easy and very multi-purpose to have in your collection. I've talked about these before. It's the Shimmer Strips by Physicians Formula. This one that I have is in Waikiki Strip, which is a peachy glow bronzer, but as you can see, it's definitely got highlighter shades up here as well, and then you got more bronzer type colors at the bottom. These could all work as eyeshadows, but I just love the fact that you could also just kind of swirl your brush over all this and give your face that all over kind of tan glow. That's still something you probably want as we head into fall right now as well. So I just think this is super easy. I think it's easier than carrying around a lot of different products. You've got highlighter, you've got bronzer here, you've got just a way to perk up your face, and once again, it's probably on the higher expense level of drugstore makeup, Physicians Formula is, but this is nice because you're getting multiple functions in one, and it's very easy to just sweep your brush across it and give your face some color. Next up, talking about eye makeup, and I'm going to talk about 3 different eye palettes. One is smoky, one is neutral, and one has a little bit of color. And I'm specifically recommending these because I think they are easy to use, easy how to figure out how you want to use them, like where to put each of the colors. That's fairly goof proof, and also they're very blendable, very easy to blend. Not all drugstore eyeshadows are that easy to blend, but I feel like these are. Starting out with the smoky kit, I don't think you're going to be too surprised here. Let's all say it together. CoverGirl Drama Eyes, everyone. I mean, if you want cheap drugstore, I mean, and by cheap, I'm not trying to say cheap to diminish the quality of these products at all. Inexpensive, whatever, you know, but this is not costly, and these colors are great. They blend so easily. I mean, to swatch them for you, this black is intense, but it can blend, and it blends very easily. And I feel like we can all kind of look at these shades, and I've done tutorials with this before, but you can kind of think about how you might use those. Okay, I might put the silver on my lid, or maybe a little bit in the corner, you know, smudge the black up into the crease, or you can do the same with that burgundy and kind of blend it up above the darker shade and give yourself some warmth as you get closer to your brow. I mean, I don't feel like it's that hard to figure out how to use that palette, and at the same time the colors are very blendable. So that's my pick for smoky. I think it's wonderful, and if you had that palette, you could get a smoky eye any day of the week, and you could even make it look a little different each time you wanted to wear it. Next, for a neutral palette that I really like, this is one that I haven't been trying as long, but I know I definitely like it for what I've tried of it so far, and it's the Maybelline Stylish Smokes Quad in Natural Smokes. And what you're getting here is a couple of great kind of metallic shades there at the top. You've got a white matte shade and a matte dark brown. I feel like, I've tried all of these quads now, and I think this one is the easiest to work with in terms of how all these shades work together and figuring out how to use them. I think that's very self-explanatory, but also they're very blendable. That matte brown is super dark, but super easy to work with, I promise you. Another thing that makes the Maybelline palettes easy is that they do label each section: lid, crease, outer corner, and brow bone, and that is a pretty good default way to use this, although you can definitely switch it up. Only use 2 shades, you know, use 3 out of 4, I don't care, but the colors are nicely pigmented, easy to blend, and give you a very nice look, and a smoky look if you want it to be. You know, this could definitely be a neutral smoky palette, or leave out the dark brown and just keep it more natural. You have lots of options here, but it's very easy to use and inexpensive. Next up, for a palette that I haven't talked about, at least on here yet, I might have tweeted about it or something, but it's a palette that can give you some color that I think is one of those, you know, no-brainer palettes, and it's from CoverGirl, and it's called Ice Princess. And this has some interesting shades of like bluish lavender, and I have created some eye looks that I really enjoy with this. You've got a kind of like a deepish purpley blue. See how it's almost a little bit metallic there? and a gorgeous kind of like purple periwinkle shade, and then a couple of lighter colors. And you can easily understand what you might do with this, you know, darker colors in the corner and the crease. This shade is absolutely beautiful all over the lid, and kind of like if you take it down a little bit under your lower liner or smudge it in there, it looks awesome. So I was kind of pleasantly surprised by this palette. Had never tried it until maybe a month or so ago, and I've been really happy with it. So if you're looking for something with some pretty purpley blues, very simple to use. Once again, similar ability to blend that the Drama Ice palette gives you. Is just, you can get that light ice princess look, as the name of that palette might imply, but you can be a little more dramatic with that too. Couple more eye things to talk about. If you're starting out trying to get a good liquid liner for your upper lash line, Physicians Formula Eye Definer Felt Tip Eye Marker, and I don't have it on me because I ran out, but the Revlon Color Stay liner pen is very similar to this, so both are good. But using something like this, an eye marker where you can, you know, you have that control to draw that line, I think, you know, you might find it easier as you're starting to use how to learn liquid liner. Learn how to use liquid liner. That's right. I've done too much talking today already. But anyway, I think explore the world of liner pens. You may find one that you really like. And a tip that was passed on to me, which I definitely agree with, if you can store these tip down like this, you will, I think, increase the longevity of this product, so it won't dry out as much. All that product will run towards the tip, and when you use it, it won't be dry. So, easy eye product to use. I've got to throw in a mascara that I feel like is fairly, something you don't have to keep going over and over again and again, whether it be for more coats or to get rid of clumps. People in we all have mascaras we like and don't like. I understand if you don't really like this mascara, but for me, this has only gotten better the more I've used it. And it's the Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. Recently recommended this to my friend Kaylee, and she used it and she said, I can tell I'm gonna like this mascara. And that's kind of the way it is. It's got a nice big brush, and I feel like this is easy because you put some of this on and it's like, okay, there are my lashes. Now, I don't feel like I have to keep going over and over to build up a lot more volume, because you get a lot of volume the first time you put it on. People might argue that this product, you know, maybe it puts too much product on your lashes, but as I've used it, it's dried out a bit and there's gotten to be a little less product there. And I think it's right about now, it is at the perfect, it's at its peak moment, this mascara is for me. So it's like I put some on, I don't have to keep going over it, it gives instant volume to my eyelashes, and I just don't have to keep, you know, messing with it over and over again like some mascaras. I feel like I do. Like I either need to put on tons of coats or I need to keep trying to get clumps out. So crazy story with mascara, but now we're going to move on to lip products. Just a couple more things to talk about. Okay, you want to talk about easy to use? The Jumbo Lip Pencils from NYX. Hello! All those jumbo eye pencils, they get so much love. These need the love too, because these are easy to use. This one is called Chestnut. I love this color. And I tell you, it's like they are so creamy, and you put them on, you can define your lips with sort of like a lip liner, because this is more, obviously more tapered than a lipstick is, so you get a little more definition, but you also can put it on so quickly, so much more quickly than you could filling your entire lips in with a lip liner. So it's just so easy to use. You have tons of control. It's so creamy. I mean, I pretty much have said it all about this product. It's great. You should really check these out. Cherryculture.com, if you don't have access to an Ulta store that's selling NYX or another drugstore that's selling NYX, look into it. They're really awesome. And finally, I got to talk about a tinted lip balm. I talked about these a while ago. I haven't really discussed them very much since then, but I still love them every bit as much, and usually one is in my purse, and it's the Palladio Herbal Tinted Lip Balms. These are so good, guys. I mean, you've got the typical, totally typical lip balm format here. Nothing unusual about it, you know, twists up from the bottom, there's your product, but this gives you color. Like, you're not just seeing this and thinking, oh, that looks like that would make my lips kind of a berry color. It will. I mean, it will give you sheer color. This shade is actually called Berry. And look at that sheer, you know, wash of color you get there. It feels very moisturizing, very, you know, easy to put on. Bronzy pink, one of the first ones I got. Kind of a neutral, very pretty. And then they have some light shades as well. Cotton Candy, kind of like that soft light pink. You can kind of see it there. I love that each of these has, you know, it has pigment, it has color. There are even more shades, by the way, that you can pick from. But Sally Beauty Supply, look for those there. Possibly your Ulta store as well. But some of them have shimmer, some of them are just creamy. But no matter the case, they're very easy to put on and not have to think too much about it. So there you go, guys. Those are my cheap and easy makeup products, easy to use, inexpensive. I hope you like this list and let me know what your favorite products like this are. I think adding your thoughts to the comments section will help everyone that's out looking for this type of product. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Have a great day.